It's the JT Cho Show!
10, 9, 6, 5, 4,
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the JT Show. I'm your host, JT. Today is July 5th, 2020, and this
is the 38th episode of the JT Show, and today I'm laying down the hammer.
Okay. Laying down the hammer because that's just the kind of podcaster I am, I want to get better at it. I have some really awesome people in my life. One of the things that I do want to say is welcome back. I hope you had a very good 4th of July. I had a banger. It was like a really good time with my friends down at the old lake house Earl invited us to. And it was a great time. The fireworks were fabulous. The lake was beautiful, perfect temperature. I wore the appropriate amount of sunscreen. At one point, I was roasted for how much sunscreen I was wearing. And then the person that roasted me got sunburnt themselves. And I was just like, must have not needed that third layer, I guess. But, that's just because I've got ultra-sensitive skin being a ginger. But no, it was a great time. Hung out with a lot of great people. Very on the low. Lost in Euchre. That was a little upsetting, but fabulous day. Another like 38 affiliate. My freshman year of football as a tight end, defensive end, I was number 38 and kicker. So 38 holds a special place in my heart. It really doesn't. But this is the 38th episode, and I want to say, usually I only get about 5 minutes in before people tune in and tune out. So I want to come out and tell you that I have t-shirts. I'm going to make the t-shirts. I'm going to take a picture. I'll cover up Brett Favre with like a little thumbnail on my t-shirt because here I don't have all the programs to edit the photos and making them look better, like the shocking. I'm never going to be like, oh, can't believe she said that. I'm never going to do that. But, I do like to include photos of things that I do talk about in the podcast. Which, by the way, Prather, Pratt Daddy, he wants to be on another podcast. He bought a t-shirt. How do you get a t-shirt, JT? Or Taylor, whatever you used to call me? Here's the answer. He said, obviously. You head on over to my Twitter or my website, www.jtofjville.com. It'll direct you to my Twitter, to my Instagram. If the link in the bio doesn't work because somebody said it didn't work, just slide into my DMs. And there's like 5. I'm going to release this. Today's the 5th, so if I had to restart it, hey everybody, it's the 6th, but I'm going to record this on the 5th, and because like the peaking hours and stuff, I'm going to release this at, I'm going to say 7 a.m. in the morning, so you early birds can listen to it on the way to work if you want to, but you've got to, you can't drop some stuff at 3 o'clock in the morning because my shit already doesn't get very many views, so I'm going to release this, like, here's how you start off your Monday, and then hopefully Wednesday or Thursday, most likely Thursday, I'll get another one of these bad boys out to America. But, yeah, so I wrote down some topics in Studio A, which is upstairs, and we weren't having class outside today, so I decided to drop it down to the basement for Studio B. It just felt like a basement vibe day, Some things that we were going to talk about. I have been streaming an ass load, but not as much as I still want to because I still have like choring and responsibilities to do. So sometimes it's just like a little hard for me to like really commit, but I really wish that was like my full-time job besides like the podcast. Like if I could just put out content through podcasts, through videos, through all the razzle dazzle and in between, and I would love doing that 5 days a week. That'd just be fantastic. But as for now, I'm blue collar working man, and until I get popular enough and get 100,000 subscribers downloading every month, something crazy, I'll probably keep doing the grind that I'm doing right now. But, you know, episode 38 of the JT Show on the road to 100. Yeah, usually, I can't believe we're still here, you know. I mean, I'd have to have viewers to watch to get mad at me to get canceled, so I'm not surprised that I'm not canceled. But every now and then when I have to remember which episode it is, I have to be like, man, I've done 38 of these. Like, get the fuck out of here. But I enjoy it. I love it. For you, I'm going to say 20, modestly. For you 20 modest people that listen, either part-time or full-time, I do thank you. I will say it'd be dope if you bought a t-shirt. I don't make any money off the t-shirts. I did it through a website, the one with the octopus on it. Custom ink. So, you know, I didn't have the money up front to dump like $1,000 in the merchandise that nobody would buy. So basically, I had the customer directly order it to them, or they can order it to me, and I would send them for the shipping and handling. And there's 4 more days. There's 4 more days left in the t-shirt selling, because I had to put a timeline, and they're going to make them, and they're going to send them. So, you know, like I said, dude, you got to push your marketing. Buy a t-shirt. Buy a t-shirt. Just do it, please, because my face is on it, and, you know, that's how it grows. You know, one person wears it, one photo. It can happen, okay? You got to dream on. Like I said last time, I'm a dreamer, midnight schemer, that fucking song that everyone sings because they're the midnight toker. Anyways, so I've been streaming a lot. Been playing Spyro, the remastered trilogy. So I'm like, I'd say like right now, almost 75% through the first game, and I'm probably going to finish that tonight. So, I mean, like, if I have a super fan out there and you're watching my Twitch tonight, I'm probably, you know, I sucked at COD today. Sucked real bad. But I'm probably going to beat Spyro tonight just so I can be like, I got the first game down. And depending on what time it is in the morning, I might start editing the golf video tonight because I got to get that done. But, you know, caught up all my choring today. I got the laundry done. I washed the puppers, man. Nothing like giving your dogs a bath so they don't smell like stank anymore. And then I brushed my chunker Thor. I brushed him outside, and he shed a whole coat. I think it was so warm yesterday that he was like, I'm getting rid of even more fur. But they're clean, tick-free. They're doing pretty healthy. You know, that's the dog update of the week. Now, I've been thinking on how to evolve the podcast, to have segments, to have like regular things happen so people can be like, oh, his breakdown 5 power hour. I'm not going to do something like that right now, but I came up with something that I think I like a lot, okay? And it's this new segment called the Easy Man Recipe of the Week. Now, I'm not going to do something as basic as let's say, oh, cereal and milk. You've got cereal with milk in it, but it's only called cereal. Like, that's basic. Like, I mean, if I took it a couple steps further and I'm like, oh, let's cut up some fresh strawberries and bananas and throw them in the off-brand Wheaties, and like, if I did something like that, like maybe, but I want to do like easy recipes that, like, man, dude, I don't care if you're a man, you can do more than just a grilled cheese. That's another one that you should automatically do. Grilled cheese and tomato soup, that's 3 things, okay? But I know this is basic, but that's why this is this week's Easy Man Recipe of the Week. And then that's when I can be like, brought to you by, and then insert your beer label here, like, or whoever sponsors me. So my Easy Man Recipe of the Week, chicken wrap, okay? It's pretty simple. If you got a microwave, you got an oven, you got a air fryer like myself. Yeah, air fryer. Air frying supreme god. Oven comes second, and microwave is third for everything frozen. But if you've got one of those 3 devices, you just warm up a chicken tender or 2. You get a tortilla, put a little bit of cheese in it, you know, maybe some extra sharp cheddar, maybe some Mexican blend, maybe some Colby Jack, It's all up to you. I don't make the rules out here. So you've got your tortilla, you've got your cheese, all right? Now, chicken tender comes out of the air fryer, super crispy. You slap that bad boy in there. And I've got sriracha ranch right now, but I like to put a little hot sauce or ranch or make spicy ranch, but I like to put a ranch in there. You can put whatever you want in there. You can put honey mustard, you can put sriracha, you can put spicy ranch, regular ranch. But that's just a chicken wrap, and it's really easy. And you realistically, if you use tinfoil, you don't even really dirty any pans. No cleanup, guys. You just put it back where you got it, and you call it good enough. You eat it on a paper plate, or if you're a savage, just get a paper towel and double fold in half or something like that. And you can roll it up tight, and it's not messy, and everything can be contained inside the burrito. And that's why the chicken wrap is the easy man recipe of the week. And by the way, I know you're like, well, what if I grilled a chicken breast and did it that way? No, we're not eating healthy, okay? We're eating a man meal, okay? We're not eating a healthy man meal. I'm not going to be like, next time on Easy Man Recipe of the Week, asparagus and a soy-based dinner. Like, no, okay? It'll be like, I don't know, maybe breaking up some Cheetos. Oh, by the way, talking food related, shout out to Earl. We are talking to get him on the podcast. It's kind of a running joke. When's Earl going to be on the podcast? I have like one viewer that really cares. Shout out to Frankie. But, we're planning on it. I talked to him. I was at his crib. I brought down brats, and at one point during the party, he's like, JT, I need you to cook all them brats and dogs. And I was like, simple task. I got it. Just working that grill. Love grilling. It's a pastime for me. Like I remember when my grandfather handed me the reins to his grill. My grandparents would have most of the family get-togethers for the extended families at their house, and it was I think either Memorial Day or I think it might have been Memorial Day, but it was a federal holiday. They came over to grill, and I grilled for everybody, and then everyone's like, hot dogs were great. Hot dogs are easy to cook, they're hot dogs. The real tests are your steaks, and then you get into your smoking game, and I'm still a novice, I'm still a beginner, but Earl's skill is way better than mine. He takes notes, we haven't exchanged any recipes. If he does come through in a couple of weeks, I think I'm going to smoke some stuff, and then we can eat that, talk about smoking, talk about hunting, good old-fashioned times, Get him on the podcast. Running joke, when's Earl going to be on the podcast? Hashtag, where's Earl, But he smoked meatloaf, okay? And, I'm getting the dogs ready, and I'm bringing them in and putting them in tinfoil, and then, rotating. And I'm like, oh yeah, you got the hams you're smoking, right? You're smoking some hams today? He's like, yeah, but I'm also smoking meatloaf. And I was like, how the fuck do you smoke meatloaf? I don't even like meatloaf to begin with, to be honest. It's dry as fuck, and I'm a ketchup guy. I put ketchup on my hamburgers, not steak, just French fries, hamburgers. Except for your specialty burgers. If I get a Chipotle burger, unless I have spicy ketchup, I'll dip it in ranch or something like that. Don't judge me. That's why I don't go on a lot of dates. I'm just a savage eater. If I take a girl on a date, I'm ordering whatever requires me to use a fork and a knife, because if it's ribs, she's never gonna want to. She's gonna be like, man, dude. I gotta save that way of eating for 3 years of dating, and then finally if we get married, and then I'm like, yeah, I trapped her. Look at the way I savagely eat. It's terrible. Yeah, hilarious. So, anyways, so I've been doing a lot of streaming, and no, I'm just joking. A quick update for Dr. Disrespect is still there is no update. I hate speculation. I hate rumors, people who claim to have the information and then they just don't release it. Because how do you have it in the first place? And then why are you bragging? That's oh, I know the secret to life, but I'm not telling you what it is. It's I read this article the other day that a man who plunged into lava on purpose, he reached his hand into lava and melted off his arm, refuses to tell experts what it feels like for lava to melt your arm off. And then they put a little GIF or a meme, I couldn't remember which one, and it said that's on a need to know basis. So he just was smug about it and was like, I'm not telling you how it feels. You stick your arm in lava, and then you'll know how it feels. Like that's incredible, hilarious story. Very selfish people for sure. But besides no update for Dr. Disrespect, if something crazy terrible comes out, I probably won't talk about it because it's really not my place to talk about it. There's plenty of other real people who do the investigation, and I'm just gonna sit back and watch whatever unfolds. So basically, every morning I get on Google and I'm like, yo, I gotta check out to see like why this man with 4 million followers is banned. It's wild. And then there's all these other articles that, expert may know, like you may know, but you don't actually know. Like the grassy knoll, like that's all it is at this point. So basically, it's kind of a waste of my time. Now, bear with me for a second. I got to get my phone out. So there was this picture. I believe it was shared by Barstool. So some of the things that one of my viewers told me he loved is would you rathers. Not like super dirty ones, and like, there's some super dirty ones, You're like, like here's choice A, and you're like, and then they're like, but here's choice B, and you're like, So, we're gonna do some would you rathers. I'll do some would you rathers with my guests, and I'll like base it off of like, when Prather comes on, we're doing hunting would you rathers, okay? I might do a couple today. There's, I think, a random generator for a website. So basically, I don't even know if I have this photo anymore. That's the sad part. Like, I'm scrolling through my phone right now as fast as I can, but it's tough to process this many memes in a row. I have so many memes, by the way. Like, I haven't had this many. Like, I just cleared out probably 12 to 24 months of memes, I think 2 months ago. And I've just got memes like saved already. I'm going to scroll through it one more time because I really hope we can get to this beer photo, unless I'm going to have to do some investigative digging, which nobody has time for that. Yeah, I hope your 4th of July's though. Let's, besides all the good food that we ate, just hanging out with good friends. It was a good time. Here, I might have it saved in one more place, but if not, I'm going to have to Google it. So if I had to Google it, like, watch this, Jamie. If I had to Google it, I would type in Barstool best beers. It's going to come up super. Okay, so let's see if I can find the picture. Images. Oh, I found it. Well, okay, cool. So, I'm going to go over each pillar. So, best beers, okay? So, best beers. And I'll interject on, how I feel about them. So, there's Friday after work beer. Nothing like starting your weekend with a fresh, crispy one. There's the Lake House beer. That's like a beer when, like, you don't have your bags unpacked yet, but you've already cracked open a beer because, like, it's like a really nice summer day and it's the first day of vacation at the Lake House. That's where I was at the Lake House yesterday. So, that one's pretty good. The first weekend back at college beer, that one's, like, kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like a warning. It's like, because like your liver's like, hey boy, like get ready, like it's about to be a rough welcome weekend. I mean, it's cool because you get to see all your bros and stuff, but it's a rough night. It's more of I think it's a better night than it is a better first beer. Concert beer? Fuck no, dude. I mean, like, yeah, you're having a concert seeing your boys, but you paid fucking $200 to sit in some seats, and you're paying $12 a beer, and then you're gonna get too drunk and fall asleep to remember the concert because you can't have a mosh pit to Garth Brooks. So, I mean, concert beer is overpriced. Fuck off. Not even making my top five. I'm gonna go over each one, then I'm gonna tell you my top five. Vacation beer. So that one would take over Lake House beer because you can take a vacation anywhere, and Lake House beer is usually a vacation. Ski Lodge beer. So that was Pillar 1. So Pillar 2, Ski Lodge beer. I'm not much of a skier, so I mean, I've been up snowboarding once or twice, and it's pretty fun, but I don't like mixing alcohol and going really fast down the hills when I can't control myself sober, so I don't like to inebriate myself and do other things. So I'm not very good at snowboarding, and I admit it to the public now. But I'm pretty good at hockey. That's my winter sport I choose. The post yard work beer. I just had one of those the other day. It was fantastic. I right after weed whacking, put all the gutters back on the house, sat down under the cabana, no bugs in it. Man, finally done with the yard work. And that leads into the shower beer, which is another category, another beer, which is a great beer. So those go hand in hand for sure. First beer at a destination wedding. I mean, you're on vacation, so again, vacation beer trumps that because if you're going to a wedding, it's still a vacation. So it's first beer after beach. Nah, sometimes you feel too rough for a beer. You need to hydrate. You're sunburnt. You need to drink water, son. Water, lemons, get some vitamin C in you. You've got enough vitamin D all over your body. Throw some aloe on your skin from the refrigerator. Like, take care of yourself. Like, sometimes, I mean, you're like, yeah, here's the first beer of the night if you had a good day at the beach. But sometimes you have those rough days at the beach, so I don't always think that's a pleasant beer. But sometimes a shitty beer can be a good beer. Like, you're like, fucking your beer after like you drink moderately, but like you had a really shitty Monday, so you drink a beer after work. Like, that's still a great fucking beer, but like that's a shitty beer to have because you're just fucking pissed at the world. Post-deployment beer, personally, I've had one of these, and it is fucking liberty, freedom. It's everything. It's look at what I can do. Look what I can do. It's great. That one's super high up there. Airport beer. I mean, you're starting our vacation, so it's kind of the same thing. Because when I take my vacation beer, I take it at the airport. The moving beer. This is a good one. That's like a bad day. Like, no one likes moving. I hate moving. I moved a lot in my life. So like, I think this is one of those where you're like, I earned it, so it's kind of a good beer. The cocktail hour beer, just whatever, dude. You can have beer whenever you want. Shut the fuck up. This is America. This is America. The locker room beer is pretty good. Like, after a hard basketball game, just crack one open before you go home. That's like, I earned that one too, but whatever. Nightcap beer. Nah, man, I drink Powerade or water. Hydrate yourself before you go to bed. It'll save your fucking life. Tailgate beer, that's a good one, dude. You get to the game, you got your cornhole boards out, you got your jerseys on, you got the music playing, you got the grill going. It's fucking 7:30 in the morning, and it's a fucking 2 o'clock game or 4 o'clock game, or it's the night game. Like, yeah, go blue, baby. Yeah, that's a great one. The barbecue beer, that's pretty good. You arrive at the barbecue, usually it's the summer, so you grab like a 6-pack of like some summer shandy, and you have the twist off tops, even though you want to show everybody your cool tricks and how you can like use a lighter to pop the top real loud, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's usually a good beer because it's like you get the citrusy, you get the Leinenkugels, you get the seltzers. Shut the fuck up. But you get like those fruitier tastes. So that's the beer I associate. But real men, dude, crap, Miller, what Miller Lite, the classic Pilsner can, like a real working class American. Man, I need a beer company to sponsor me. Anyways, drink responsibly. Beer with your dad. Never experienced it, so don't know how it is. After your last beer, that one's a rough one because that can either mean you're having a long night or your long night's almost over, and sometimes you don't know it's your last after your last, but somehow you power through that last one, you're hanging on, and then you just power through the one more by accident, or you're like, I could stay for 2 beers, and you're like, oh shit, I had 5. So that's not really that great of a beer at all. The bleacher ballpark beers, I mean, yeah, Tigers, baby. Like Comerica Park, nice summer day, 78, overcast. Miguel Cabrera's actually got a supporting cast with a bullpen that's not a piece of shit like it has been with actual talent in the infield and the outfield. Is that too much to ask for, Detroit? Anyways, but I mean, you're usually paying fucking asinine prices. If you make it to that little Comerica Club Park, you can get like some $5 beers for a while. Like, ooh, I got a $5 beer. Ooh, I saved so much money. But yeah, it's a good beer, but it's not like the best beer. Golf course beers. I've been stroking in golf. I mean, I kind of like to stay away. If you want to have some and have a loosey good time, then let me know. But if you want to golf, man, I want to be completely there for it. I like to get a little loosey, but most of the time I like to be right in between. Don't like to get stupid. I don't know. It's tough. It's all right, but I could go without it. High school beer wasn't me. Straight edge Ranger. I like playing sports, so I didn't want to be like, oh, I drank a stupid beer, so I can't play sports now. Like, that's not worth the risk. Shower beer, like I said, that one's a great one. And Solo Cup house party beer, yeah, everyone's at least had one Rager in their party where they had like, they can confirm that they had like the same Solo Cup upon hours for the entire night. So, that one's pretty high up there. So in each category, I go by pillars. Pillar 1, vacation beer, beats out everyone. The second column, the post-deployment beer is going to take the first place in that category. The third pillar is going to have to be, I'm going to say because like I said, any vacation's going to trump like airport and stuff, so I'm going to have to go with the moving beer because you earned that, okay? The next pillar, I'm going to have to choose tailgate beer, barely over barbecue beer. But there's nothing like a Frosty Oktoberfest or, again, like Miller or Labatt Blue Light or any other company that might want to sponsor me, Bud Light, in your hand when you're going tailgating with your boys and throwing bags to go watch the game, but you're drinking responsibly. So barbecue beers are fun too, but I think that beats it out. And then the fifth pillar, I'm gonna have to go shower beer because like I said, the ballpark beers are expensive. I can go without the golf. Didn't do it in high school. And, like, the Ragers are cool, but, man, like, you can be in a rough spot in life or a great spot in life, and the shower beer, like, is good for any emotions. Like, yeah, shit day, shower beer. Had a great day, shower beer. You just want to run your head under the water, shower beer. It's, hot water, cold beer, shower beer. I'm an advocate of it. So, out of those 5, if I had to pick and choose, I would just put that list up somewhere else. But, so if I had to go from 5 first, the number 5 place is going to have to be the shower beer. It's great. Everyone can do it. But it's a great one beer. It's a great one experience usually. It doesn't really, I know they're all like your first beers of the day, but I think the tailgate first beer represents that you're about to have a great day watching college football, okay? Or, I don't really tailgate at professional sports, but I tailgate at college sports. So that's my number 5. Oh yeah, no, sorry. Let me bring that back. That's my number 4. My number 5. So I forgot about that one. The moving beer. Okay, you moved all day. Everyone hates moving. You deserve it. You earned it. So it's gonna be one frothy, tasty beer. You're probably gonna get a tall boy. He's gonna take out the Buffalo Wild Wings. You're gonna get some fucking boneless wings, and you're gonna get a tall boy. Okay, so it's a good beer. Okay, so that's number 5. Number 4, I already went over it. Is going to be that tailgate beer. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So it's gonna go moving beer, shower beer, and then it's gonna go tailgate beer. So tailgate beer, I love a good tailgate beer. So that's my it's number 3. So just so we're straight, everyone, just so I'm straight, because sometimes I get my list crisscrossed because these aren't in order by any means. But we're gonna go at number 5. We're gonna go the moving beer at number 4. We're gonna go the shower beer. Number 3 is gonna be the tailgate beer because it represents that great day watching college football. Number 2 is going to be the vacation beer because you just arrived at your destination or you started at the airport, or when you have that first crispy boy, like you might even just have a couple just to take the edge off and fall asleep the first night, or you might be going hard in the paint. But whatever you're doing, it's a good beer to have. But that post deployment beer it's liberating. Like like I said, I had a very far from great military career. I had a very less than subpar mediocre. I just did 5 years and got out. Didn't go anywhere cool. I went overseas once. Met a lot of great people. Hardly did anything like worth mentioning. So besides that, during my one cake deployment, I was flying back, and you have that post deployment beer, and you say, "We did it, hooray!" It's great. Uh, it's one of those things where like you almost remember like what German brand you had. Uh, but landing in America, dude, that feels so great too. Like landing in Germany was cool because you're like, we're halfway there. Which, by the way, I saw a hilarious meme the other day where it said, they got to be at least 3/4 of the way there by now. That's a funny joke. But I read that on the old internet. But when you land in America, and then you finally can there's like a small group that like knew the planes were coming. They're like, "Yay, good for you guys." But like when you finally got to like step outside in Baltimore and like smell like, oh, this is American air, like it's delicious. It's kind of cool. Like it was like, wow, we're back on American soil. It's a pretty cool experience, and then you add a beer to that story, and it's a memory, and not very many people do it. And that's why I think it's the specialist beer on the list of the best beers. So, I'm gonna look up this web page real quick. Let's go to random would you rather questions. Okay, so we're gonna go into the only list of would you rather questions you'll need. Let's see. We should say funny. So I've never seen these. I'll just do like 1 or 2. Okay. Would you rather be a reverse centaur or a reverse merman? Okay, these are a little too kid friendly. So one, if you can't really see that. So one is a fish head with a woman body. So you're a reverse merman or mermaid, and the reverse centaur is like creepy because it's a dude but his head's a body of a horse, and the horse's head is coming out of that body. So I think both would be terrible. Maybe if I type in adult would you rather questions. All right, this one looks a little bit, little steamy up in here. Oh, okay. Would you rather have the head the size of a tennis ball or the size of a watermelon? Fuck. Probably tennis ball. Oh man, that'd just be terrible either way. Probably tennis ball. No, probably watermelon. Because I mean, like, at least I could eat like regular food. I'd have a fucked up face, but like, whatever, dude. I can still munch. Like, I still have like, if you had the head the size of a tennis ball, like, you'd have to take the tiniest of bites, dude. I'd have like, I'd be the fattest dude. I'd get so fucking fat that my watermelon head just makes sense because I'm a fucking fat piece of shit. So definitely the head of a watermelon. Whoa. That one's racy. Would you rather freeze to death or burn to death? I'd rather freeze to death because I think you fall asleep and then like you get frostbite and your fingers seem like they're warm, but like you're having like that breakdown and and so like you think everything's gonna be okay, and then you just kind of drift off. And I think burning is just like the whole time, like doesn't shut off. So I would definitely rather freeze to death. Would you rather have no arms or no legs? I'd rather have no legs. I'd rather be able to sit in my little chair and play Xbox. I don't care. That's what I would do. I would just collect disability because, I mean, I don't know. I got nothing else to do. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to work a part-time job and do that, play Xbox. Would you rather have no fingers or no eyes? Oh, that one's a tough one. I'd rather have no eyes because, like, God, dude. I mean, like, you can be blind and still do things with your fingers, but man, if you didn't have any fingers, you would just be like, dude, picking up this hammer, dude. Dude, like, what am I doing? Look. Yeah, okay. And then, like, eventually you would get it around to here, and then, like, you'd have to build a stupid strap because you got no stupid fingers. I'd definitely rather be blind. Would you rather live forever or die in the next 5 minutes? Yeah, I'd rather fucking live forever, dude. That'd be baller. I'd be like, I'm gonna invest it in long term. We'll do a couple more, and then we'll sign out for the evening. We'll go. Would you rather have unlimited respect or unlimited power? I think unlimited respect because then like you can just like get in there when you need to. Like ultimate power, like yeah, cool, I can do anything, but like ultimate respect is like I can pretty much do anything I want with the respect of others. So that one's pretty simple. We'll scroll down a couple more, and the last one. Oh yeah, here's this one's easy. This one hits home. Would you rather be incredibly happy but alone forever, or unhappy but with the love of your life? I'd rather be incredibly happy and forever alone because that's what I am right now. Like, I told this one person that I know that I met at the lake house. I was like, he's like, you know, what's going on in your life? You know, this and that. I was like, oh, I'm going to Alaska, and he's like, how do you go everywhere? Because you know Earl tells him, and I'm like, oh, and Earl's like he's single, he's got no one, he picks up and goes, and it's a great life, you know. Like I'm trying to travel, I'm really trying to be a stand-up comedian, and you know sometimes you got to be alone in life, and it's not that big of a deal. So you just got to learn to love yourself, and you find happiness, and you know sometimes yeah it does get a little lonely because you want something to cuddle you, like you want to be a little spoon for once, but. I mean, for the most part, like you know, I don't like to rush in anything. I just like to be happy. So like, I'm still pretty happy right now. So like, I'm just going with the flow and chilling with life. So that's a definite answer on that. Would you rather? So again, go to www.jtfjville.com or go to Twitter and go to jtfjville or go to Instagram and go to jtfjville. T-shirts. There's 4 days left, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around the world, whatever you'd like to call yourselves, zims, zers, he's, hays, theys, hays, whatever. Just I support any lifestyle. I don't care what you do. I honestly I just don't give a fuck. Like you can do whatever you want. It's not affecting my life. You have all the rights and liberties that everybody else does. So you can just go for it. Do whatever you want. I just don't give a rat's ass. So that's how I kind of like live my life because it's just not fucking worth it to worry about it. For like though, anyways, I'm not gonna get myself. I'm digging myself in a deeper hole. Oh yeah, we'll do a quick snippet. Here's how I'll sign out. I'll tell you the story of this poster. I've always wanted to find a place for it, and I think I'm gonna keep it in Studio B. So Tim Allen, Dick was his name. That is Tim Allen, the America's Family Man from Home Improvement, and that is a picture of him, his arrested picture. I can't think of the word right now because I'm a fucking idiot. His mugshot, essentially. And what happened was he went to Central Michigan for a year, transferred to Western, got into some drugs, and got busted with a bunch of cocaine. So, they arrested him. They took this mugshot. And his name was Tim Allen Dick, so he ratted some people out, and then he got a very light slap on the wrist, essentially. Made it out, took away the name Dick, took the name Tim Allen, became America's Funny Man because he had really good sketch comedy. His comedy in the '80s era kills. I tried to watch it and enjoy it. I watched it when I was a little bit younger. I'd say 14, maybe 15. But it's a very 1970s. It's a whole how he grunts and stuff in Home Improvement. That's based off his special. So that's pretty cool. He took that personality and made a show of Tim the Toolman Taylor, which is one of the best fucking shows of all time. So I might have to do one of those lists. But again, I'm going to sign you out with that. Buy t-shirts, please. Get your friends to buy a t-shirt. I don't make any money, just buy t-shirts. I got to push t-shirts 4 more days. Buy t-shirts. JTFJL.com, signing out.